The thing that stuck out to me the most today was near like the end of class when we started talking about the concept of whether or not people doing this project because they like wanted to do it to put on their resume because they enjoy the action, they know the people that they're helping, or like we're doing this because we have to do it for assignment, and whether or not all those factors actually make what we're doing good or if it's not considered ethical or good, I guess. And this was especially interesting to me because I've like always kind of had this question in my head when I was younger. I went to Catholic school, but then I was like Lutheran, so I went through like double like the amount of like Catholic classes. I mean, like religious classes that one would. Like I went through 2 confirmation classes, 2 first communion classes, and then a bunch of other ones. And one of the main questions like I always had was like, how do you know if what you're doing is actually really good? Because oftentimes you're told like do good deeds and you get into heaven, and do like what you're taught like Jesus would do. And oftentimes I'm thinking that, and I've always wondered, does someone doing something good actually because they're just being told that's what they should be doing, or because they like expect to get into heaven because of these deeds? Does that actually make their actions not good? Like, does it make it genuine or not? And I've had discussions with my pastors and religion teachers in the past, and none of them really like gave me like a satisfying answer, I guess. Like, oftentimes they're just like, you just do it because that's what's good, or they throw out some like obscure like Bible reading or like a passage from like a catechism or something, and they kind of like explain away like my like grievances with the whole idea of like you're doing this action not because you actually want to, but out of like maybe not even like wanting to go to heaven, but out of fear that they're going to go to hell. And so kind of hearing that discussion today was really interesting to me, and how it like worked into this class, even though this class has like not directly deals with religion, even though like religion oftentimes does ask you to make like an ethical choice. And like what we talked about in Nietzsche, like religion is like an institution and it has its own traditions, and then like the following those traditions, like doing the good acts that like we're told to do, um, those things are kind of like ethical. And so it was just interesting to see those things are kind of like ethical, like that we talked about in class. And it was interesting to see just how even like secular and non-secular things kind of like intersect with this idea of what's good. And I mean, I don't really have anything like, I didn't like gain any new insights besides the fact that like that was an idea that like I didn't really thought of, because I always thought I was just religious, that really can like grapple with this concept of like, does like the intent of our actions really mean it's good or not? Because I always just assumed that like the outcome of the actions was good, but like hearing that like idea today actually really made me think, and really made me want to look more into this kind of concept of how does our intent actually like affect like the morality of our actions, even if the outcome is good? Is it actually good in the end?